Hello guys, welcome back. We're jumping straight into the Eye of the Storm level now, level 17, the last one. We have to do this twice because, as I said at the end of the last part, there's a mythic trophy on this which is impossible to do at the same time as all the badges, and there's two badges as well which are really difficult to do together. There's a badge for taping 19 enemies and a badge for using grenade on quite a lot of enemies as well. So I keep them separate. This first time we're doing the taping, guys, the apprehending. So you've got most of the general badges, you know, save a certain amount of muds, which we'll be doing anyway. Find a hidden jellies, find the secret areas. But the one for apprehending, it's actually quite difficult to do on this one if you don't plan it or if you don't know a little trick that I use. It's actually sort of impossible to apprehend everybody. The amount required, if you don't use this trick that I use, otherwise you'd have to key master for opening a certain amount of lockers as well with padlocks, but we've got every key, so that should be easy. Yeah, Brunade 14 sligs, and slig apprehended 19. Yeah, if you don't use this little trick I use, it means you've got to apprehend some of the sligs right at the end of the level, which is pretty difficult. But this way I do it, it's much easier. But the way we're going to do this, when you get tape, always make tape candy, and only tape. Obviously, tape at any mudge that you can, but you always want to make tape candy when you can, because that's what we use for this little trick later. But the thing is, there's not many muds, sligs you come across on this level until you get to the end. That's a problem. You come across a lot of infinite spawners, but the problem is that the sligs in them, they're always sort of out of reach, or there's some right at the start of the level, which I guess you could potentially just backtrack and get that way. But the thing is, you can only backtrack so far on this level. When you go through doors later on, the door's locked behind them, so you can only backtrack so far. But what we're doing here, basically, we can loot all the vendors. There's a trophy later for completing this level without opening any vendor machines. And that's the one which you can't do at the same time as the badge for saving every mud. Because there's some muds that are behind locked gates, and I believe the locked gates count as well as like a vendor. I think it's basically spending any money. Yes, locked gates. There's one locked gate which you could leave, because you would still be on 80%, but there's two locked gates where muds are behind them. If you left both of them, then you'd be below 80%, which would mean you wouldn't be getting 80% on this level, so you wouldn't complete all the badges. Yeah, because for the badge, you normally need 80% muds for the badge. So you put all them on the conveyor belts ready, while the pulleys, and then I press checkpoint, and then I come down here. There is a checkpoint anyway when you press the lever. Yes, a little cut there, so I did die once or twice. So the way I do this, guys, you can try and knock everybody out, but it's really tricky to do, because I think this used to be easier, and they fixed it in a patch, because I'm sure I actually did this once with only one mud left remaining. The other three muds had been knocked out. But I found now you need all four going at once in order to do it. But it won't complete until you've knocked out every single slig. Every single slig needs knocking out or killing. So what I do, possess the rocket one that comes first, kill the one on the left, and then kill the rocket slig. And then I possess this slig on the top right. They should sort of spawn in the same order for you guys. Possess this one here. Now stay as him for a minute. And then kill this one that comes up on the bottom right. He'll go to the bottom floor. By the way, they always alternate, so on each side, that one on the left is going to the top now, so be ready to chant him, possess him. Make sure you're sort of killing the sligs at the same time I do. If you delay it too much or too early, you may not get to a slig on time before he kills or knocks out one of the muds, and it'll mess it all up. You need to keep the muds going at all times. Yeah, I found. So you've got two sides here, yeah? Abe's in the middle, on the left and the right. They always alternate, so they'll go, one slig will go to the top floor, then the next slig will go to the bottom floor, then the next slig will go to the top floor, then the next one to the bottom. They alternate like that on either side. So left it'll be top bottom, and the right it will be sort of bottom top, for example. They always alternate, so you'll never get two that go to the bottom in a row. It's always alternating on both sides. So yeah, once you've knocked them all out, or got rid of them all, obviously I'm in possession of the last one, so he's sort of knocked out, I guess. Yeah, that'll complete it as long as all the muds are still on it. And then you don't need to kill that last slig, you can leave him, just leave him knocked out. And I'm going to get all the muds, just get them all now, get them all to you. If the slig wakes up, then just knock him out again. Make sure your muds are set to peaceful so they don't get killed. If that slig does get a chance to get a shot off, yeah, then we'll come down here and then we'll get these other muds that are down here. Just going to pickpocket him. Yes, two muds here. Yeah, so that's ready to do that. Like I say, you could knock them all out, but it's really tricky to do that without the muds getting sort of attacked. It's really tricky because it'd get to a point where they'd all be waking up and then you'd have to knock them all out again. It'd be so much messing about. It's easier just to kill them. I do get a trophy anyway. You see at the end of this video, it's the end of the game, and I get quite a lot of trophies at the end of this. Yeah, once you've rescued them all, come down here and the bird portal's just down there. Obviously with looting, you need to loot everything you come across, you need to loot it, guys. And always make sure you've got full stock when you reach your vendo. Yes, and obviously crafting items when you can. Like I say, you want tape candy, you need tape candy quite a bit. We're not going to be using Brunade on this, so you don't really need to bother too much for that. Yeah, we get a trophy at the end of this. The one for killing less than 100 sligs. We get the one for saving over 1,000 Medokons. And I think there's one more. I think that's the one for completing the game, I don't know, or for doing the last level. Yeah, we get all them here. This one, it is quicker. It's still quite on the long side, I guess. I think it takes me 40 minutes here. Well, the video is about 40 minutes long. But yeah, it's quite a big build up when you come down that lift. The music, ooh, and then nothing happens. It's like a big build up and then it just turns off. So we looted that, and yeah, watch their mines. If you land on them, it might hurt. Best to jump across. Yeah, we've got to deactivate these 5 sort of machines by chanting and destroying them, and then you sort of encounter, it's sort of somewhat like a boss, I guess. This breakable on the left, this light, you can hit it with fizzy power. I do try water. This is the first time I tried water, by the way. I thought, I'm going to give this a go, just in case some unfortunate soul doesn't have any fizzy pop, because I've always had fizzy pop at this point. You know, all that looting we did in lockers, I've always found at least one pop, but it's just in case. And if you didn't have any pop, you may just have to come back here, backtrack a bit later when you do get some. Obviously make sure you do it before you head through a doorway in case the door closes. But once you destroy that little platform will come down above, so you can make way up here and you find a secret area. Loads of goodies up here. The secret areas on this level have tons of goodies. They have lockers. Yeah, they don't look like much, but the lockers have so much loot inside. I think this one locker here has got like 20 rubber bands, 50 rock candy. There's like tons of wiring kits, lighters, loads. They do need keys. You got to open all the lockers anyway for a key, for one of the badges. Sorry, keymaster, and obviously you need secret areas and to rescue the muds up here. Yeah, you get loads. Look at all this. Loads of antiviral wipes, loads of brew bottles. Seeing what I can craft here. Yeah, always craft tape candy if you can, guys. We need, when we get to the bit where we can farm, where I do with tape candy, basically, I farm a certain infinite enemy that spawns out. Yes, I do it on him. Yes, a certain enemy that spawns infinitely. We just keep hitting him with tape when he spawns, but it's highly missable. And as long as you've got 19 tape candy, you can do it. I know you can only stock 10 at once, but if you, for example, if you got 10 and you've got enough stock to remake another 10, then obviously you could easily do it. And we do get plenty of materials on this. Just like I say, just tape up a sig normally if you can, and always craft tape candy, and you should be okay. Normally when we get to that sort of little trick I do, where I I keep binding the same enemy that spawns infinitely. Yeah, I normally use to tape the 10 tape candy that I have, and then I've normally got a load of materials to craft more anyway. We've only got to do 19. So Locust there, yeah, this is one of them guys. So this guy here, you could backtrack to this guy and keep hitting him with tape candy or a brunade. We do the brunade badge on the next playthrough of this level, by the way, when we do the misc trophy for completing it without using vendors. That's when we do the brunade trophy badge, sorry. Yeah, but that guy at the bottom there, you could potentially keep hitting him with tape, but the thing is, this early on in the level you don't really have much materials, that's why I can't really do it here. You could backtrack here a bit later. I think the door we go through that closes, I think it's quite far on, so you could potentially backtrack all the way back here to this enemy down the bottom and use him. But obviously this guy I use is actually further into the level, so once we naturally get to him we've got enough anyway. Yeah, but if you ever did want to, you could always backtrack to this guy at the bottom there and use your tape on him, or a brunade when we do the brunade. I don't do it that way, I'm just letting you know guys, just another way to do it. So that's one of the things we have to deactivate or activate. Don't know what we're quite doing to it. Activate the generator, is that what it is? It does tell you, doesn't it? I can't remember what it tells you now. It does tell you something. Activate the 5 generators. Yeah, it's got to head all the way around this. These little generators will be all the way scattered around. So I'm just going to get them 3 lockers first. And then we'll take the muds with us. Yeah, we're going to rescue the muds, of course. I don't think we get... Do we get enough to craft flamethrower on this? I don't think we do. I don't know. The thing was, other than the slugs that we kill, we don't use flamethrower anyway. So yeah, we killed 10 slugs at the start, and right at the end we kill 18, I think. I think we kill 18 right at the end, so yeah, we get about 28 kills in this one. I mean, if you want to know exactly how many I kill, you could just skip to the end and look at... No, because you don't have a result screen on this. Yeah, the first time you do this level, guys, you do not get a result screen. I don't know why. You get the ending and that. I always skip the credits, and I thought that was why. So this time when I did this, when I recorded this, I did let the credits play all the way out, and I still didn't get a result screen at the end. You don't get a result screen on this unless you're on level select. I don't know why on this particular level. You still get the trophies will still pop, but yeah, the end of result screen, you don't get it unless you're on level select. So yeah, I crafted 6 tape candy there. 6 tape candy. And what we do at the end of this, guys, just before we go to the boss, what we do, I make a save backup, and I'll advise you when we get there. It's just in case anything goes wrong. The thing is, once you complete the game, that's it. You cannot sort of redo it, and as you know, level select works in funny ways. So what I do right at the end, I back out, make a save backup. So if anything doesn't work, if any trophies don't pop like they should do, you can just reload that save back, and then you can potentially just have a play with something if you need to, and hopefully try and make it work. But you always need to try and keep this safe before you've properly completed the game, because it just works differently to a level select completion. So I've left the muds down there, I've looted these lockers, and we've just got to carefully make our way across these monkey bars now. Yeah, we thought we were done with the monkey bars. Right in the last level, there's more. Little surprise. So yeah, little death there. Died to the fire. So loot these lockers. Yeah, you see that bird portal down there gives you Shriekle. You get 5 in total Shriekles in this level, by the way, and we need 3 for the boss at the end. To make the boss really easy, we need Shriekle. If you don't use Shriekle for the boss, it could actually be quite hard. It's not really a boss, but you'll see when we get there. It's not really a boss. I don't think it deserves that name, but you see when we get there. But yeah, the bit at the end, if you don't use the Shriekle, it's actually really difficult. I did try doing it when I was trying to keep all the slugs alive. It's really difficult. You'd have to take them all up, but it's quite difficult because some of the slugs there, the tape candy, well, they've got helmets on, and the tape candy will bounce off them if you don't hit them right. It's difficult, there's so many of them. But yeah, that's why I ended up doing it this way. But that's another generator done. 2 down, 3 to go. Yeah, you get 3 Shriekle, they're all at the end. And I don't know why the end one gives you 3. There's one point when I thought it was because the one at the end, it says 1 on it, so you need 1 mud to get Shriekle, but 3 muds actually go through it, and I thought maybe it's in case you fulfill the requirements 3 times, or depending on how many times you fulfill the requirements of that bird portal for the Shriekle power, depends on how many Shriekles you get from that. That's what I was thinking. But I think there's one bird portal in this where we get over double of what is required, and we don't get any more Shriekle, so I don't think it quite works. Oh, it may have been on. Oh yeah, on the escape level. I think on the escape level there's a bird portal where if you put 2 muds inside, you get a Shriekle. But I think we put more than 2, well more than double, and we only got 1. So I think it's just this last one. Yeah. There's 2 single ones which will give you a single Shriekle. This one, this bird portal over here. Yeah, just got the muds there, taking them to that bird portal. Yeah, this bird portal gives you 1. There's another bird portal a bit later that gives you 1. Yeah, I died there. Yeah, I'm not ashamed that I keep dying. Well, it's probably not keep dying. It's probably my mess up, and I want to try and show you like a cleaner method. Yeah, sometimes things just go a bit pear-shaped. Yeah, there's a Shriekle there, and there's a bird portal a bit later with a bird portal, and then it's the very last one which gives you 3 Shriekles, and that's all you need. That's all you need. So I'm just knocking these guys out, and I'm going to tape these guys up. I'm just going to tape them up if I can. If not, if you run out of tape, use your tape candy if you have some. Don't be shy about using tape candy. You do not come across many enemies that you can tape up on this level. That's why I utilise the infinite spawn, which is actually quite tricky to do. The infinite spawn which I use, there's actually a knack to doing it, and if you don't use this knack, then you can't do it, because there's only like a little tiny gap to hit this slig through, and it's a little knack to getting into that gap to hit him. Yeah, because other than that, you'd have to use it on the last sort of boss, and it's really difficult using it there, as I mentioned earlier. Right, so taped them up. Let's get rid of these 2 now. Right, take these 2 up. If you have to, use your tape candy, but first we're just going to use normal tape. Yeah, first we use normal tape. I'll pickpocket them as well. See if we get any goodies. No, never get any goodies. Right, so we got them. I'm going to head down on the ladder first because there's a little secret area down there. Yeah, be careful you don't die. And yeah, secret area, some more lockers we can unlock. Yeah, 6 lockers here. Yeah, loads of goodies again. Make sure you do not miss these. You won't miss them anyway. You need to loot all these for a badge. And we need all that loot. So loads of goodies in there. I think there's lockers we get to later, which has like 10 tape in it, I think. There's some muds there. It keeps teasing you with all these little parts of the map which you can reach, which are like a secret. It keeps teasing you, trying to encourage you to look for them. But they were behind a Muller gate there, and when you try and do the missed trophy for completing the level without opening Muller gates, without using a vendor, they actually can, I think. So loot these dumpsters, and there's some ledges we can climb up there, which you go up first. There'll be some muds up there. You can see there's another Shriekle bird portal there. E5. Look, plenty of tape. Look at all this tape we're getting, so much. So we've got 10 tape candy. We're going to keep looting, because if we can loot enough to make 9 more, then we can easily do the slig apprehension requirement. So loot here, extinguisher there if we need it. I think I do use flamethrower in some moments anyway, just basically for like burning down some of the wooden walls and that. So you can see there's quite a lot of wooden walls here, but we need to be careful because there's muds on the wood, so if we set them alight, obviously the muds are probably going to get killed. So be very careful here. But this guy on the bottom, I just tape him up, get him out of the way. There is a spark there. Yeah, there's a spark there, so you need to be careful. You see a little loose spark? So yeah, I'm just going to tape him up. I was going to knock him out with candy and then use normal tapes. We've got quite a bit. and then we'll climb up here. That slig on the top left, you want to try and keep him. This switch basically, it lowers that elevator on the left but raises the one on the top right, and you can't possess him if he's on the top or the top right because that's a suppressor which I'm standing in front of. So wait till he goes to the far left and then pull this lever to make a lift come down, and then we can get up there and we'll knock him out and then we'll possess him. But you need to be on the far left to possess him, so it's sort of right on the outer limits of the area. So once he's gone past, we're just going to pull that lever. That'll lower the one on the left but raise one on the right, and then we'll come over here, knock him out, and you need to be sort of over here. You can possess him from here. You don't want to be too far left because he's going to shoot down the he's going to shoot that over there. Did you see the wooden wall to the right? Basically what I'm doing now, I'm trying to shoot the wooden wall. You can't quite see it, but it's straight ahead, so as long as you shoot straight ahead a few times you should hit it. Now this, you need to be careful. Make sure you're not standing on it. You want to make sure Abe's not too... I've made Abe, he's a bit too far left. Abe is. I was lucky I didn't shoot him. You don't want him too far left because otherwise when you try and shoot the wooden platform you may shoot Abe. And then once you've destroyed them platforms, bring Abe down. Do not drop down like that. And I'm going to obviously tape up these guys. Yeah, tape them up. So I'm just going to knock him out and use tape. I'm saving my tape candy. Use your tape candy if you don't have tape, but use tape first on these guys if you have it. Always craft tape candy as soon as you can, and always use tape on sligs first, walking sligs if you have it. Right, so that's generator number 3. Yeah, 2 left, 3 down, 2 to go. 2 to go, and then we can go in the hole. Bingo. I had a dog, and his name was Bingo. No, I didn't. Right, so... Oh! I should have put that out first, and then brought him up. And... I'm going to knock out this leg now, tape him up. Right, tape him up, and then loot these lockers. Steel hose in there. Yeah, that locker always seems to be the one with steel hose. That locker there. So make sure you loot that locker. That's where you're going to find your steel hose. Now we've done that generator. Yep, careful. I don't know what I'm doing here. I should have used an extinguisher. I have one. I should have put it out. If not, you can use water. You have plenty of water at this point. Yeah, I'm going to knock him out. He's a flamethrower guy. If you don't have flamethrower, then you want to possess him and use him to obviously break this platform here, but do not use him on the platforms where the muds are. Obviously you don't want to kill him. But I've got flamethrower, so I'm just going to tie him up. There we go. And yeah, I'm going to burn these. You should have grenades and I'm thinking about the platforms on the left. Obviously if you tie up that slig and you don't have flamethrower, obviously you need to burn down the wall on the left, because that ledge above my head right now is too high for the muds to jump to. So obviously you've got to burn down that one on the left. I've said obviously about 5 times in the last 10 minutes. Obviously 10 minutes 10 seconds. So burn that down, get the muds away, burn it down, and then once it's gone, obviously I'll put out any flames with my trusty extinguisher. There we go. Look at destruction. I am not worried at all about that. Right, so once got them down here, just stock up if I need to, and then bring them down here and get them away. There we go. Bird portal for them to go in. That's it. Send them on their way through there. Got another shriekle. You only need 3 shriekles and you get them at the end. Some more sligs out. Sligs here that we can knock out and then tape up. I don't think it's many more after this actually that we get a chance to tape up. Walking sligs anyway. Oh, bounce off his head. Oh, it's the flamethrower guy, of course. I mean, sorry, the missile guy. Yeah, I can't believe they're immune to pop. I never knew that until the last level, brewery. Obviously I forgot there. So I'm going to take the top route and then come the other side to knock them out, because you get a better angle. Obviously from there you're hitting them from the top. So we've got a helmet, it may bounce off. So I'm going to come from the right, just a better angle. There we go. Obviously you've got to be quick. Yeah, I want to knock him out. Why am I throwing pop again? It will not work on him. It's a missile guy. There we go. Knock them all out. Tape them up. I'm playing that close. I should have knocked out the guy on the left before I'm taping up these two. I'll pickpocket him. I've got no more left. So here, I can use tape candy. Got plenty of tape candy. There we go. You can jump over the missiles, by the way. So it's not like you have to get out of the way really fast like a rifle slig or minigunner. You can actually jump over the missiles, get plenty of time to do it. Right, don't know what I'm doing then. I just really wanted to go on the monkey bars again. I love them so much. Right, up the ladder. We will get more materials to make tape candy. So 8 casualties so far. That's right at the start of level on that sequence at the start where you have to start generators. So grenade, can I craft any of that? You do use grenade at the end, by the way. Oh yeah, so yeah. You don't have to use grenade. You can use the flamethrower, but the grenade has got a longer range on it, obviously, because you throw it. So yeah, I do use grenade on the boss at the end. It just makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to use it. I have done it with flamethrower. It's not really difficult at all. It just means you've got to get a little bit closer. But yeah, you can do it with grenade. Grenade just means you can do it from a bit further away. Just a little bit safer, I guess. Yeah. So you may want to... You won't be using grenade anyway, because we're not killing or anything. And we're doing the grenade badge on the next playthrough. So more lockers here to loot. Yeah, we will come to locker, guys, with loads of tape inside. So once you looted them, that should be Keymaster done. Yeah, I've just done Keymaster 15 of 15. As long as you've been looting everywhere, yeah, that would be Keymaster done. And as you can see, there's a little secret area below me. There we go. And there's a key gate. Yeah, a key gate there. We're going to rescue these muds. Yeah, it's one of the key gates. Go on, guys. Go away. Leave this wretched place. Oh, they went invisible for a second. I've had that happen quite a few times on this level. They'll probably be patched in about a year. They're patching things pretty slowly now. They're still lobbing out patches, but they're coming out a lot slower. Right, trash bin. Can I craft some tape? One more. I've got 9 binder candy. I think I've done, what, 6? I've done 6 apprehensions so far. So here, guys, we basically need to destroy all the suppressors, but we need to use that laser in the background to do it. Basically, it will track you, but once it starts firing laser like so, it will stop in place and do it. So it will track you, but once it starts, it will shoot where you last were standing. So you basically just have to wait in front of a suppressor, wait for the laser, then move out of the way, then that suppressor will be destroyed. Don't move too far away when the laser's about to shoot, because sometimes when you do that it will just stop, deactivate. And that slig, by the way, the minigunner, make sure you're careful when you're taping them up, because if you tape them up and you're standing still for too long, the laser may come out and it may kill him. Even if he's covered in tape, it can still kill him. So what I've done before, I mean, I was quick enough here, but you may want to knock him out, move away, let a laser shoot, and then when it's shooting before, then head back to the guy and tape him up, just so you can safely tape him up without having to worry about him getting shot with a laser. Then once you've got all suppressors destroyed, just like I was doing, hang in front of a suppressor. When the laser appears, move out of the way, and then it'll get destroyed. Yeah, once it's all destroyed, you come here and chant and activate its generator. Obviously, make sure you grab all the royal jellies on the way. There's tons of royal jellies here. I don't know why there's so many. I guess it's in case they think we're going to take damage, but there's far too many royal jellies there. But I think that's all the royal jellies we need. I think that's all of them. Or there may be one more. But we have been collecting them all so far, so you'll have what I have. Mudge rescue, 30 out of 50. Still a few left. There's 3 at the boss. Remember, that's where you get Shriekle from. So lockers, dumpster. Yeah, loot these goodies. 3 tape, nice. You get a lot of tape. See all this tape? 3 epoxy. I wish every level was this generous, giving you so much tape and epoxy. So there's another one of them light bulbs there, which is going to make a platform fall down for us to climb up. Right, you can destroy it with water if you want. Yeah, you can actually destroy them with water. Yeah, water doesn't work in that first one just because you need some explosive, so the blast radius destroys it. Yeah, but you can hit them with water if you don't want to waste anything else. So we've got another secret area up here. We do have to go to all. We have to loot everything when we do the next playthrough on this level. By the way, when we're doing the completing it without interacting with vendors. Yeah, we do have to do it because we're trying not to use vendors. It's quite tricky when you're doing looting some of these things. We still have to loot for the grenades, so we've got enough materials to use grenade. Yeah, you have to be careful because if you accident, there's a trash bin here in between some vendors. You got to be careful you don't actually accidentally use the vendor. I mean, it don't matter in this run because we're using them, but I mean in the second run you do have to be really careful because on level select you have to restart level as well if you make a mistake. So we've got so much tape. Look at that tape we've got, guys. We've got 10 tape candy and we've got enough to almost make 10 more as well. Yeah, so just looting everything and we're near the end. 31, like 10 minutes left or so. The ending goes on for ages, but luckily the trophies pop at the start of the ending, the last cutscene, luckily. So I'm just making sure I've got plenty of stock, just in case we need it. Make sure you got plenty of your grenades, because they make the last boss really easy, the grenaders. Right, just recycle a bit more. Right, let's drop down. 20 more muds to rescue. But it's only one more generator to get. These last lot of muds, there's a lot of them like this big groups together. So you'll get through them pretty quick. Now what we can do here, you see that slig up above? You'll pull that lever. You're supposed to go the other side of that grinder and lob sticky pow on the frame and then it goes up and blows them up. But you can just get a tape candy through there. You got to literally get it right in that top angle. If you just rewind and pause it, you can just get through that angle. It's a tight angle, but you can just get tape candy to him. What you can do, keep trying it, and you can just keep reloading checkpoint. And then once you get it first time, obviously reload checkpoint, and then do it, and then hopefully get him first time. But you can keep reloading that, and it'll make it really easy to get another apprehension there. Slig apprehension. You can just get it through that tight angle. It looks like you can't, guys, but it'll just go through if you get the right angle. Just sort of position yourself where I was and aim where I was as well. And after, it'll take a few tries, but once you can sort of get it down the rough angle, then restart checkpoint and try and do it first time, so you don't waste any tape candy. Right, then muds on the left there. You're gonna first attract them all because they've turned off the fire, but don't. Well, they can't follow you just yet. You have to smash the floor in with pow. But first we're going to get these guys. So this guy here, we're going to tape him up with tape candy. Yeah, so I'm going to try and lob tape candy at him. You can just get him. There we go. Yeah, you can just get him. I'm going to pickpocket him afterwards. And that guy on the far left there, you can get him as well with tape candy. So that'll be another few to add to the tape apprehension count. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, almost messed up. Really, I should have just climbed up quickly and got up there. So that's pretty tricky angle, or probably should have just took a bit more time. So you get up there, pull that lever, and then once you chant and activate this is last generator. Yeah, that's all the generators. I think, is that all 5? Activate the brewing chambers. I think it is. Yeah, once you've done that, that will deactivate all these grinders in this area, and then we can go and rescue the muds safely. Yeah, so we're going to rescue the muds now. There's 6 down there. Is it 6? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is 6. Yeah, we're going to get them. Got to smash that floor in first so they follow. There we go. Royal jelly there. There we go if you need it. Yeah, royal jelly. I think I've got enough. You get quite a few extra royal jellies in this level. We come down here, we can rescue them now. This doorway, when you head through it, by the way, the door will close behind you. Yeah, this one there, remember it closes behind you. And the bit is through here where I do the little trick with the tape candy. So this is the last little section before the boss. So here we are. So this checkpoint, you may want to leave it. I think there's a checkpoint now anyway. And I hope you're doing no deaths on this level, by the way. Remember, we are doing no deaths. So make sure you haven't died. Yeah, make sure you haven't died on this level. Yeah, so over here. Oh, there we go. Oh, we've done it now, Royal Jelly. I thought we'd already done enough, but I thought you got more than enough, but obviously I still needed one more. Right, so they can help me loot this locus quickly. We've done the last secret area there as well. They just help me loot this locus quickly, and then we send them through the bird portal. Yeah, you don't get things for free, guys. You've got to work for it. Right, that's them gone. Right, I'll show you this area now. This is where I do the little trick. Just get back across here. And there's the last few muds there. The last three, by the way, as I keep saying, they're at the end. So look at all them floating mines. Now, you do need to be careful here. There's some muds on the bottom cleaning, so you don't want them to get killed. So just be careful. So there's a little gap there, and whatever I try, he won't go near the gap unless I sort of press left or right on the D-pad to make a sort of vocal noise. There you go. See, I made that like a little bell. Well, I guess it's more like a bell. I have to do that in order to get that slig to fly upwards. If I do it any other way, it doesn't work. You know, I can chant. That doesn't work. He'll just stay there. I have to sort of press right or left on the D-pad. And once he gets up there, obviously just throw tape at him. And it's that easy, guys. As long as you've got a full stack of tape candy and then you've got plenty of materials to make more, you can easily do that 19 here. I don't have to do that many, and this is where I do the grenade as well. The grenade is a little bit more tricky because with a grenade you have to knock them out first and then lob it, and if they go too far away when you lob it, it will miss them because of the plane of the 2D. So grenade's a little bit more tricky, but that's where I use the grenade. So that's it, guys. We've done this 19 apprehension. Just keep doing that until you've done the Stig apprehension badge. And then once you have, you need to possess him. Obviously, you want to try and do this first time, because if he dies, obviously they're going to keep getting killed. And the thing with this is, if he dies, you're going to have to apprehend him all the time. So what you might want to do here is practice this first, and then once you're comfortable with it, go back and apprehend the slicks and then do this for real. You can probably let a few die here. I mean, if you can't do it the first time, you can probably let a few of them die. You may want to make the backup save here, actually, just in case you let too many die here and you think it's going to be okay. Yeah, say you think it's going to be okay, because we can probably manage 10 kills, I think, maybe a bit more. I always say try and get as little as you can just to play it safe, but you can probably manage quite a few more deaths than what we do get. So yeah, you may want to make a backup save here, just in case you do get too many deaths and you go along with it and then it doesn't pop the trophy at the end. Then you just reload this save here and do it with only one death, and see if that makes any difference. But yeah, that's the thing, the checkpoint we hit there, you may want to hit that after you've apprehended a slig. Yeah, as soon as you come in, apprehend 10 sligs and then hit that checkpoint. That may make that a bit easier. Yeah, I hope you're watching ahead a bit and listen to me talk about this, because if you're playing as you watch, you know, watching a minute and doing it yourself, then obviously you're going to miss this info I'm giving now, this advice I'm giving now. Yeah, but when you spawn into this bit, it's probably best to straight away apprehend, complete the apprehend badge, and then go and do the little secret area on the bottom left with the muds, and then go and hit the checkpoint. Then if you do keep getting the mud killed, the slig killed when you're trying to navigate this maze, it won't impact anything. So there's a Slig down there. I mean, he's another Slig you get to apprehend. Because the thing is, once you've done that area, once you've done that bit, the Sligs will stop spawning. That's why you need to make sure you do it beforehand. Yeah, we've got this guy as well, and then we can get these 5 Sligs, rescue them. By the time we've done that, that board on the left should have burnt down. There we go. Let's get these guys to safety. And then, oh, he got set on fire, but I put him out with my extinguisher. Get these guys to safety, and then we'll go and do the boss. So yeah, like I say, with that backup save, you either wanted to do it just before we did that bit there, that maze, in case you get too many deaths. You may want to make the backup save there. Yeah, in case you get too many deaths and you go along with it, just in case the trophy don't pop. Or if you're comfortable and happy, you can do it at the end, at the last checkpoint before you go into the boss area. So there we go, the last 5 muds, the last 3 are at the boss. But we've got enough for the Saviour trophy because that's over 80%. That's over 80%. I guess it's not got to be over. Dead on 80% is good enough. So there's going to be loads of loot in these lockers. Tons of loot in these. Just watch all this loot in a second. No, not much in them too. Oh, look at all that. Look at all them goodies. Plenty of loot in that one.
To activate third eye, left
Yep,
eye,
and that's it. We're full. This full, some levels, I've gone through it trying to make sure nothing is full. And it was still so full when I was looting. So I think some of them, you know, the nails and screws, which are not really in the game. I think you can still find them, but they're sort of in there to take out, but you don't physically get them, you know, to use. But the data of them is sort of still in the locker, so you can loot them, but nothing happens. I don't know. I just don't know why it still says full when I've not had full of anything when I've been keeping track of it before. So this is it, guys, the last boss. If you haven't backed up your save, you want to do it now. So if something doesn't work out, you've got this last save and you can restart level or do a level select to try and fix anything if you have to. So you backed up your save. When you rescue them 3 muds, you get 3 shriekles. We've got 5 now. We got 2 from earlier bird portals in the level. So this first bunch, when them 6 Sligs spawn in, when you use shriekle, that's going to kill them. That's 6 more Sligs added to the count. So we're now on 14. And then afterwards, these mines will appear. You get 1 from the left, 1 from the right, and then you get 2 at once. You can double jump them, so just be ready. So you kill the first 6 Sligs with shriekle. Wait for them to get up first before you use it, just in case it don't activate properly or doesn't get them right. So you get first Sligs, first 6, first Sligs. And then a mine will come from the left, then from the right, and then 2 will come at once. Just stay in the middle and double jump them. You get another 6 with shriekle, and then there'll be this cutscene. Yes, and after this cutscene, quickly activate the valve. Yes, activate the valve quickly. There we go. And straight after activating this, some more mines will appear. There we go. And be ready to jump them again. They always come in a sequence of 3. So 1 from the left, 1 from the right, and then 2 at once. And then after them, some more shriekles to kill. Sorry, Sligs to kill, and we're going to use shriekle. There we go. We used shriekle to kill them. I don't know why this video is on 43 minutes long when the timer is on 35. I guess poor menus and that don't count, perhaps. So you got another sequence of mines that come, and then the last bit is going to be 2 mamas. 2 mamas going to spawn, guys. And I didn't mention this earlier, but yeah, you need to keep your smoke for this bit. Yeah, you keep your smoke for this because it makes it a lot easier. Straight after that cutscene. Yeah, I didn't need to lob the smoke down there. I don't know why I did. Yeah, straight after that cutscene, activate the valve, and the 2 mamas will appear. And once you've killed these guys, that is literally it almost. I think you have to activate the valve one more time, but that's it. So I lob smoke and they get inside it. You may have to jump over the rockets a few times, just as they were shooting from where you last were. But once you get in smoke, they shouldn't shoot you. And you can lob grenades. You can use flamethrower here if you don't have grenade, guys, but grenade just makes it a bit easier because you don't have to get too close. And if you get too close, you get zapped by that laser thing from underneath, whatever it is. Yeah, but once you've got one, just move across to the other side using the smoke. That's it. And yeah, you can use flamethrower, but like I say, you have to get a bit closer because of the range. You may even have to lob brew and then use flamethrower, so you may not be able to get close enough. But grenade, you can lob it straight at the far boxes and detonate that one and kill the mama. Right, that should ignite the last bunch now. Oh no, it's not quite. I'll lob one more. Oh no, it did just get it. There we go. He's defeated. Right, we'll pull the valve one more time, spin the valve, and that is it, guys. Completed. 35 minutes. Yeah, so we're going to do this level one more time. Yes, that's all the badges I did. The only one I've not done is a grenade. We're going to do that when we replay through this, and I killed 28 sligs. Was it 28? Was it? Oh, it might have been 29. So we had that flying minigun slig. Yeah, so that's it, guys. We should get 3 ending trophies in a minute. Yeah, we've got to do this one more time without using a vendor and using grenade. And when we do the grenade trophy badge, we'll just do it on that slig which we did before. We just use the same slig again because you don't have to worry about killing the hardest Medocon in the west. That's for doing every level with no deaths. 2 pure for this world. That's for killing less than 100 sligs, guys. And as it was foretold, that's for rescuing over 1,000 muds and completing level 17. Yeah, so that's it, guys. We've done every level. All we've got left, yeah, like I say, we've got to redo this one, and then we've got to get the rest of the badges on the last 3 levels. But we can kill sligs now because we have that badge trophy. Sorry, we can finally kill sligs. Ah, there is a Lord. Right, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I see you on the next video.